Ladies and gentlemen, there are Asian American groups that are trying to push Joe Biden to do reparations for African Americans. And they sent a letter. So it was a force of 76 Japanese American and Asian American organizations demanded President Joe Biden to create a reparations commission for African Americans before 2023. In a letter sent to the White House on Wednesday, the groups led by National Nikkei Reparations Coalition called for an executive order to establish the commission, which would study the legacy of enslavement and racist government policies with the intent to develop and implement practical solutions for reparations. The push comes as H.R. 40, which proposed a commission to study and develop reparation proposals for African Americans, is slated to expire at the end of the year. Yeah, well, let it go because it hasn't done a thing for us, and that really was your intention, for it to just look like it was doing something but actually doing nothing. HR 40 was first introduced in 1989, a year after the Civil Liberties Act was passed, and a commission that provided reparations for Japanese Americans incarcerated during World War II. So that's why they're calling for the commission, because when there was a commission before, it led to Japanese Americans getting reparations. And that's what they're pushing for African Americans. This is what they're saying. Same type of commission they had. Just as the Commission on Wartime Relocation, Internment of Civilians studied the impacts of forced incarceration of Japanese Americans in U.S. concentration camps, we call upon you to courageously establish a commission that will bring forward the stories needed to fully understand our nation's failure to address the devastating and continuing impacts of enslavement as the foundation for ongoing disparities faced by Black Americans, especially in areas of health, education, employment, housing, and the environmental outcomes. So, this is what they wrote to Joe Biden. On February 19th, Japanese Americans marked the 80th year since the passage of an executive order 9066, the law that forced tens of thousands of their people into concentration camps. The date is known as the Day of Remembrance. Japanese American Citizens League, the country's oldest, largest Asian American civil rights organization, joined the undersigned group in their plea to Biden. The travesty of slavery and its aftermath must be addressed if we are truly to become a great nation that we profess to be. The 400 years of racism, denied opportunity, have taken their toll on the community. The establishment of the Presidential Commission to study the legacy of enslavement would educate and inform the public and Congress of the harm that is perpetuated on the community. Time is of the essence. There is an urgency of instituting such a study before another year passes. The legislation first introduced over 30 years ago, and its time has come. So that's what they wrote in their letter. Ladies and gentlemen, what I will do is I will post the link to the letter from the Asian American community to Joe Biden to move forward on getting a commission and getting reparations to the African American community in America. And you will see, let me see if I can show you the list of organizations from the Asian community that sent this letter. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the full letter that the Asian American community sent to Joe Biden. What I will do is leave the link to this letter so that you can come out and read it yourself. Here are all of the Asian organizations that co signed the letter. It's pretty lengthy. And they all signed on to this letter to Joe Biden to put together the same kind of commission for African Americans for their reparations that they put together for Asian Americans. Now, we'll see how Biden will respond, or will he just ignore it? Because, let's be real, Biden, Congress, the Senate, none of them supported any of our causes for reparations, right? None of them. But the same ones supported the Asians to get their reparations. So we'll see if this will be spoken about or not. Being that they hate us so deeply in this country, they will probably do everything to avoid talking about this letter that was sent from these different Asian organizations to Biden. I'm just saying. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this letter. And what do you think about Biden, if he's going to ignore these Asians, or is he going to respond? I mean, he certainly paid attention to them when it came time to get that Asian crime bill, didn't he? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.